Opened back in 2003. Have a look at are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms. But I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, a 3-and-out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this year with the Giants winning that one. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll go to Barkley again. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Webster. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. A 1st down carry for Barkley. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And that's not the half of it. They forced 7 turnovers in that game, and I know we always talk about turnovers coming in bunches once you force the first one, but 7? That seems almost impossible, but we watched it happen.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Up the middle with Barkley. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Sherman. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Barkley, inside handoff. They find some open field here. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 40 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
On second down, here's Barkley. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up first and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run forward, Barkley. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. To throw on second down. Sherman to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
This Eagle defense, they won't give in without a fight. This is third and goal. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. It's the fullback. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Come on, set. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. In motion is Austin Hooper. Second down, back to Sanders. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 218, stop. Pilot, 64, reach. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. The Eagles at 5-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Slot man moves right. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Williams, the man in motion left. Second down, here's an option right. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and 2, Sherman, and he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Michael Pittman, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Ready? Top row! Lock it!
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the
Ready!
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
Hey! Point 7! Hey, exit! Hey, orbit!
Now Lawrence. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
The start of this game has me doing flashbacks and remembering when I was playing and seeing a similar start and seeing the head coach actually take a timeout and gather the whole team around it and tell everybody to get it together. Let's get some focus going here, because maybe...
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Michael Pittman, his second TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call, and they'll accept that penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
You ready? Let's go.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. So that was a very nice play, Charles, from a very speedy cornerback.
And one thing about a play like this, if it's slow to develop, it can turn out poorly. And this play was definitely slow in developing. And that was one heck of an effort to sprint over there and get the man down before he can make anything happen.
Hey, Delta.
On 2nd and 7, Lawrence. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Go, go. Bravo. Hey, Alpha. Yep. Hey, box right. Bristol, Travis.
Lawrence. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Sherman. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Sherman. They're going right back to Pittman. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
Michael Pittman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, let's go!
From the 22, Lawrence. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. Finding space at the 40. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful. And that strength was on display there.
Yeah, and that's a run born out of ferociousness. He took on that initial contact and in his mind just screamed, "Out of my way," and kept right on going and wound up turning it into a big play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line.
Yeah.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he gets it down to the 32. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, exit! Now! Hey, Orvis! Let's go!
Here's Lawrence to throw. Caught left side, Williams. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of it.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Eagles are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. First play of the drive there is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. Sherman. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. Andrew Thomas, former first-rounder from Georgia, called for the penalty there. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And down he'll go at the 25. Now right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Back to throw. Sherman. He's got a man. Complete. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Sherman. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the first half.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. And the defense obviously expecting run as well, as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. On the return is Cooper from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Pilot, 64, 6.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
32 jet bomber, 32 jet bomber.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Lawrence. That's swung out wide to Sanders. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that one results in 35 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Azeez Ojulari there on the tackle.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarter.
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jameson Williams
with touchdown number 20 on the year.
And the Eagles are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Point after, up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Off the play fake. Sherman. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in, first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sherman. They'll get this out to Barkley, complete.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
90 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Sherman to Barkley on the check down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
When you lose that kind of yardage on a pass play, you often expect it to be a sack. But that wasn't the case there. They completed the pass. Probably would have been better off just dropping the football and making an incompletion as opposed to catching it and losing that kind of yardage.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Sherman. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
He'll get this one to Pittman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
The kick by Bass is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
On the return is Cooper from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Second and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA.
Bravo. Hey, Alpha. Hey, back drop. Hey,
Now Lawrence. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Here we go. Top boy. Good. Hey, Hayward.
Lawrence will throw. Over the middle, he finds Williams. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now Lawrence to throw. And I think the ball's out. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
Hey, keep sit. Hey, Mike Davis.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence able to find Gray here. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Hey, exit. Go out. Hey, Orbit. Look at me. Dipper.
On 3rd down, Lawrence dancing to his left. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Ready? Hey, Wahoo! Hey, Delta! Hey, drop in!
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Ready? Hey, Charlie! Go, go. Go, go.
Here we go. Gotta have it. Lawrence. He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Hey, box truck. Look at me. Go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down.
On the ready.
This offense so far on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Hey, 2, 5.
Back to throw. Lawrence. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, Haywood. Yep.
It's a throw again as Lawrence. Got his man. It's Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
An option handoff given to Sanders. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Hey, echo. Hey, C6. Hey, 5-7. 5.
On 2nd and a couple. Lawrence. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Austin Hooper from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football.
because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll run it again with Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
A handoff to Barkley on the option.
And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley, 46 yards.
And the Giants add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Got him in. It's Brown. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. That's just his second catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game, and they've done a great job of doing that.
Hey, Justin.
Now Lawrence on first down.
The Sanders has got it complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Hey, Charlie! Go! Bravo! Yeah.
And they'll send Williams in motion right.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready.
Following the delay, here's second and 9.
Hey, you! Go! Go! Hey, Haywood!
Now Lawrence.
It's caught by Hooper. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 35.
On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
You go.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35.
Hey, echo. Hey, D6. Hey, Mike 7. Hey, exit. Ready.
Lawrence going to throw again.
And this is caught. It's Brown. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Pilot, 64. that bomber. Shoot that bomber.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Hey, what here? Hey!
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Austin Hooper, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Michael Pittman. 29 yards. And the Giants are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence hit and the ball is free. But I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was. And Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Hey, Alpha! Hey, stand off!
Fourth down. Here's Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Looking to throw. Sherman. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. And they're not able to complete it. Now just 6 seconds remain. Time for one, maybe 2 more plays. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Touchdown! Michael Pittman, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses